Ninja Online, guys. Welcome back to Plants vs. Zombies. I'm not sure if this is going to be Chapter 2 or Chapter 3 yet. I don't know how I'm going to break it up. I haven't done the editing yet, but we're on Act 2, Level 1 of the Adventure Mode. So let's jump back into it there. I read this all in the last one. Pretty much he says that he explains what happens at night, and I'll go over that in a second. So we have a new zombie. It's a newspaper zombie. So they walk slow until you break the newspaper, which acts as like a really fragile shield for them, and then they run at you. So you have to be careful of that. Now at nighttime, you don't get sun, so you have to kind of operate on a lot less of a lower, what's the word I'm looking for here? Lower sun production, or sun cost, I guess, for lack of a better word. Game. That was horribly explained. So basically at night you have to worry about using less sun because you don't make as much sun. There we go. And so as we progress through the night level, we're going to get more plants that will help to do these night levels. But for now all we have is the puff shroom. Now the gimmick with the puff shroom is it doesn't cost anything, but it's short range. So it only fires about I want to say about within 3 tiles of itself. I'm not sure of the actual range on it. I just remember it's not that big. So, but they recharge fast and they don't cost anything at all. So I can basically use that to my advantage and plant a crap ton of them. They're fairly weak too. I think they might be a little bit weaker than a pea shooter, but don't quote me on that. Like I said, the biggest hindrance is its range, obviously. So. So it's within about 3 tiles.
Thanks.
And then the other gimmick with the night levels is now we have these graves. Now eventually I'll get a plant that can destroy these, but for the time being I can't build on top of them. So I basically have to work around it. And then furthermore from that is whenever I hit a wave, usually zombies will pop up from the graves. So you have to be careful of that. We should be fine though. So to start, I'm just going to plant down a crap ton of these puff shrooms, and then when I start making more sun, I'll drop the pea shooters. Drop that there for now. Good place for the first one. And then ultimately, I'd want to replace the puff shrooms with pea shooters, just because, like I said, they're not limited by range. I'm not sure about the damage, but so here you get to see a newspaper zombie in action. And there's our first coin. Save up money to purchase cool stuff. Yeah, they're fairly weak, like I said, but just the fact that they move faster once you break the newspaper really separates them from regular zombies because they move a little bit faster. And they have quote-unquote armor, I guess you could say. We're almost done this first level here. Going down here, if I can just get enough sun. Plant that pea shooter. There we go. Nice. Here comes the big wave. Probably gonna lose some plants here, but that's fine. I'm not gonna lose, so. There we go. I want to say the sun shroom, but I don't know if that... Yeah, it is the sun shroom. So basically, what happens is it costs 25 sun to plant it, and it starts off small. And when it... while it's small, it produces 15 sun. But then when it grows up to be bigger, it produces a total 25 sun, I think it is. Maybe more than that. I can't remember. But that's the gimmick about that one anyways. Take cherry bomb just in case. Maybe not. Probably not going to be using that. Let's go with that lineup. Feel like this is an okay lineup. It doesn't take very long for these mushrooms to grow up either, which is good. And it costs a lot less, so ultimately I should get whatever I want quicker because of this. Over here daydreaming. Not paying attention, that's for sure. I'm gonna want that there in the first, my first one, because as soon as this wave hits, two things are gonna spawn up here. So just to play the odds and play it safe. Drop it there. There we go. Starting to grow up finally. I'm gonna start planning forward now with my mushrooms and just kind of push it all back as much as I can. I just gotta be careful about what spawns up for this first wave here. So this even. Faster I can get one of these guys down here, the better. But I was gonna put this one down here next anyways, just because there's a grave there too. Pretty much the way I play these night levels for Act 2 is I just use these puff shrooms to kind of push up the front line as far as possible. And then just build in behind it. Which I find works pretty well. There's a lot of things in this room. Really, I should probably drop that there. Just to kind of help myself out a bit for that lane. Lost one of my puff shrooms. Come on, just need one more. Here's my first bucket head, but thankfully he's gone in the lane with the walnut, so I don't have to worry about anything too much there. Some extra firepower in that lane. I'm gonna put that there to stop him for the moment. Like that. Same thing over here if I can. Well, I probably won't be able to. I can just let him go because I know he's not going to do too much damage. Nice. Didn't even have to worry. When I was younger, I used to play a lot of tower defense games. I found those pretty fun, like Bloons Tower Defense and a bunch of stuff on Flash, on like game sites for Flash games and stuff. So I always took interest in strategy games. I don't know what it was. It was just, like I said, it always interested me. This is the only lane I'm actually worried about, but I'm sure he's not going to get down there. And it's the last wave anyway, so even if he does, it's just one lawnmower used, and that's it. I know in the second game you get a bonus for... Oh yeah, you do in this game. You get a bonus for every lawnmower you don't use, so that's the incentive to not let them reach your house, obviously. Now I have fume shrooms. There we go. Shoots through the fumes that can pass through screen doors, which we'll probably see in this next level now. But also, it's not a bad shroom either, obviously. Let's go like that. So these are the screen door zombies. So they basically have more armor than the... Well, they do have more armor than the newspaper zombies, but it's kind of the same thing, except for when you break their screen door, they don't come running at you. And there's just a normal run-of-the-mill zombie. Alright, Mr. Zombie. Let's get this over with. And the reason I start up here is because it's like halfway through the board. And because they have such a short distance, there's no point of starting it back here, because then you find out that you're waiting and letting them come further back and you don't have much area to build. So I find that if you start further up, it's better for you, because then you have more area to build and more room to do stuff. So I'm going to want to start putting down these guys, and I'm going to put them down here on this row. And the reason I want to put that down is because if a screen door zombie does show up, it's just going to help kill them easier. And plus it hits multiple zombies in a row. So there's that too. Overall, they're a really good plant. need one down here on this one. That's for sure. They hit further away too. I think they hit up to 5 tiles away. So it's always a plus as well. It's the first screen door zombie there. Need one more and then I'm safe in all the lanes from these guys. Alright. Gonna work on getting snow peas again for this back lane here. Helps to control the crowd, keep them back. So it slows them. Might as well push up. First one up there. We're almost at the final wave here anyways, so... I don't think I seen any bucket head zombies on this level anyways. I think it was just all regular zombies and then these screen door ones. So I should be fine. Oh, and the cone heads too. I forgot about the cone heads. There we go, we got the Grave Buster, so now I can use that to remove graves, which is useful because then you don't have to worry about zombies popping up from there. So, by the way, I skipped completely over what he was saying last round. He was saying that I have like $270, and if I save up to $750, he'll let me buy something. And that's what it is an extra slot, so I'll be able to take 7 seeds with me per level instead of 6. Might as well do it, there's no reason not to. Then he says he'll sell me the 8 one for $5 grand. That's the setup. This one might be bad, so we'll have to see how this one goes. I definitely want to try to get rid of some of these graves as soon as possible. The only thing about this is it takes up to 75 sun, and you gotta prioritize, right? So, as much as, or rather, as beneficial as it is going to be to remove it, I gotta prioritize when I'm gonna remove it. So it might not be beneficial to do it just right now, but definitely will be in the future. I want that first one to go there, though. I should have planted that back. So I'm gonna do that. So might want to drop a walnut there. To be honest, I should have dropped a shroom there, actually. He definitely would have ate that and been up here. Keep building forward for now. Forward, forward, forward. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is get rid of this one for sure. That way it's not so close to this. These last 3 rows I don't care too much about, but this one for sure I do. Perfect. And it is possible for the zombies to eat the grave buster while it's destroying a grave. So you always have to be careful of that too. Almost cleared the field, which is good. Means that's less I'm going to have to worry about for the final wave. Nice. I can start building a better offense, because this is great and all, but it's not the greatest. Also, by the way, I never explained this, but he doesn't get frozen by snow peas because he has the shield. Or rather, the door, I guess. Probably chill out on planting these as long as there's the rows there. That guy there. But as you can see, it is possible to break these doors. It just takes a lot. Definitely quicker to go through the door. So I got lucky and he's in the lane with one of the snow peas, so I don't have to worry too much about that. Final wave. Can't believe we're already on level 4 of Act 2 here. I feel like we're just flying through this. Helped out down there, because there's a lot going on down there. Here's the Almac. Almanac, rather. So this we can use to track plants and what they do, and zombies and what they do, so. There's the one we have for the plants right now. Oh, I didn't mean to close it, but then there's one for the zombies too, obviously. Ever play a game called Whack-A-Zombie? It's just like hunting squirbrobs. You know, those furry little rodents that dig holes in your lawn? Yeah, just like that, but instead of squirbos, it's zombies. And instead of a shovel, it's a mallet. And instead of me, it's you. So this is basically Whack-A-Mole, but with zombies. Really easy. And then eventually, you get the capability for Gravebusters, I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't know if you get it on this one, though, or if you get it when you play the mini game. There we go. And then the purpose of that is obviously to keep them back further, which is super helpful. Also get good coins from doing that too. Coneheads are throwing me off. That's a crappy spawn. Definitely gonna get rid of that one as soon as I can. I got distracted by that coin popping up. Thought it was a zombie. Another crappy spawn there too. They get faster, obviously. I mean, it's hard to tell because I'm not really giving them a chance, but they are faster. There we go. This shroom is extremely powerful, but I don't use it that much, to be completely honest with you. It's the Hypno Shroom, so if a zombie eats it, then it just turns around and heads the other way and kills anything in its path. Like I said, extremely useful, but I don't use it that much. Really, I only use it for the football zombies, because it's easier to do that for, like, to them than it is to, like, actually deal with them. Let's go ahead and take that.